Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Buggos 2. I played a little bit of this before, couldn't get any good content from it, just wasn't happy with what I was getting recorded, how it's turning out. But let's go ahead and get started. As you see here, I've got a save from a little while ago. We're going to go ahead and delete that save. We're going to start over from scratch. Do I want to play the tutorial? No, I don't. I've already played the tutorial a couple of times. Let's go after research facility. Level 1 humans. We're going to start pumping out our builders from the hive. Go ahead and get some swarmer dens going. Okay, we do have sound. I was worried we might not have sound. Alright, we're going to go ahead and knock out this base right here. I don't want them coming up on us. We're going to have our guys hang out right there. Crank out a few more swarmer dens just so we're producing a little bit quicker. They're going to start hitting over here as well as they die. These blue guys, they're swarmers. They're our basic melee unit. We can do a little bit of upgrading to them, like their health, their damage, things like that, which we'll check out here in just a little bit. This over here is our population cap. Main objective is up here. And then over here, as you saw earlier, this is what we can build. We rolled this one pretty quickly. Go on up here. We're going to take out the rest of that wall. Mission completed. 2 minutes, 6 seconds, 66 minutes killed. We only lost 57 bugs. Don't get used to that. We are a mass wave kind of tactic, so it's just, the human wave concept. Throw as many bodies at the enemy as you can. Eventually, you'll overwhelm them. Go to the evolution chamber here. It automatically gives you sentience. We've only got 1 point right now, so we are going to push pretty much all the way through the swarmer here. We also need to get the nutrients. I think I'm actually going to, and we'll do the swarm capacity actually. That'll help us out quite a bit here in the beginning. This one we're completely boxed in. My plan for this one is I'm actually going to try and just work my way up and around this way. That way we can come in behind the guns and start working on taking them out. Before these guys start getting themselves shot up, I'm going to go ahead and tell them to come down here. We're going to start popping out some swarmer dens, because that's how we make our army. These red guys are just builders. They can fight a little bit, but they don't really do a good job at it. I won't say that they don't. That'd be the wrong word. The game does have a soundtrack to it, but I currently have it turned off for copyright reasons. I don't know if it would trigger a copyright strike or not. I don't want to take the chance. Our hive is turned off, so that it's no longer producing builders. We're going to go over here, hit these guys with a mass wave. We are going to take fire from the turret. Hopefully our guys can get through the wall, though, pretty quick. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we're going to tell them all to come back here, rally back here. As you see, we now have 150. And I'm going to go ahead and pop out a couple more swarmer dens. That way we can get rid of our builders that were there. And we're going to go hit them again. Tell them all to hold back. Wait until we're up to capacity, and then hit them again. And that right there is how the mass wave works. A pretty decent run on that one. dealt a little bit of damage. Basically, once we knock that wall down, we'll be good to go. Go ahead and rush it in again. And one of the walls is down. Alright, they thinned us out. These Marines are gonna come over here. Come on, come back over here. And I'm gonna keep working on trying to kite them. Hopefully we can push into their backfield this time. The problem is bugs do tend to focus on the first target that they see. In this case, the barricade or the wall. They are hitting it. As you can see, all the bugs are running from that corner of the wall there. That turret's taking a pretty good beating. I don't think it's going to be enough. I just don't think we're producing them fast enough to really push through there. Which means this up here is going to be rather difficult. But you see what the tactic is for right now. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording there. I'm going to grind through off camera. When I get up here and actually start making a pretty good foothold into this one, I'll get back on camera and let you see the completion. So sorry about that. The action got pretty intense there for a little bit, and I missed the pause button and wasn't able to get it started again. But basically what we did is I moved my dens over here, started pushing them up around, got into the back. I worked my way around, wiped everybody out, and it was a pretty solid push. Now we're going to make a run on the guns here. And as these guys start hitting, you're going to see that my minions are going to start coming this direction now. Bugs like to take the path of least resistance. We're going to circle everybody up. We're going to rush the gate again. We're going to try and get through this way. If this one doesn't work, we're going to work our way back around. They got wiped out pretty quick. So we're going to move everybody over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select that one. I'm going to have them go right there. And then I'm going to unpause the spawning on it. I'm going to select all my swarmer dens. I'm going to have them move up. Now, what's going to happen here is I'm going to end up with a bunch of builders over here. We're going to send these guys up. We're going to go take out this guy. But we have to kind of do it slowly because we have to work our guys up here. And some of them might get curious and get too close to the guns and get taken out early. Now we're going to push, hopefully, into the backfield away from the guns. There, he's down. Now we're going to make a push on the guns. They're going to get wiped out. And as they do, you're going to see builders start to spawn. The builders are all going to go this way. I'm going to build more hives. But the hives I'm going to build, I'm actually going to build up here. Out of range of the gun. All right, folks. Like I said, once we got leveled up a little bit, we'll jump back in. So, sentience we start off with, of course, we took more swarmers and swarmer armor, increased swarm capacity, really only because we have to have it to move up on the tree any. And we took 2 more increased, again, just so we can move over here to the Spitter Cave. They're fast moving ranged units, and we have all 4 upgrades on them. So more spitters, more damage, faster, and more armor. Or not more armor, they reduce the armor of the target. So they can sit in the back line while our swarmers here move up in the front line and do massive damage. Go ahead and put me 2 spitter caves down, 2 swarmer caves down. Send my units over here. And then I want another on that side, another on that side. Actually, I don't want that one there. I can't put it there in the corner. Okay, so I'll take it right there. The swarmer den, swarmer den. We're going to take these. We're going to send them that way. Take these. We're going to send them hard north. We're going to grab another swarmer den to put in on that. Those, as I said, we're going to push north. Push there. 4, we want to push to there. And this one's the only one that's not assigned. We're going to use this as a home world defense, or home front defense. Need to get some nutrients and hospitals going. Spitter cave, swarmer den, do one more there, one more there, send our hive there. We just have to sit back and see how this goes. Go ahead and get those guys in the fight. I want to push up to that corner. I want to hold that corner. Good, they're getting pushed back to us. Pull these guys back and hopefully reinforce over here. That's the thing, this game is intense. They keep it's back and forth, back and forth. constantly. Alright, we got spitters going that way. So we need to get these two swarmers to go that way as well. Back up those spitters. Everybody else, I want a hard push up to the front. Need another spitter cave there. We're going to pull these guys off and send them back over this way. Our fat unit right here, we're going to keep pushing to the north. There's a rule for survival games called always be crafting. That's exactly what this reminds me of. Hopefully those guys can pull that off. These guys, we're going to continue. Hold them right there, it looks like. Not good, they're starting to get a push on us. I'm right there. Hopefully we can get a defensive perimeter established quickly. We got a mess coming up behind us. Get in there. You guys push that way. You guys continue to hold the line. This is literally just straight up fight for your life. We got Flamer broke free. Go over here and take him down. Wherever we get a breakthrough at, where we're going to have to concentrate. I really wish this game had a push pause. That is probably my only major complaint about this game, is not having a push pause. Because a push pause on this would be just icing on the cake. I'm going to send our builders that way they'll build these, and we can get this little defensive position built up. I've got 3. I need to put one more each in here. I'm trying to keep it offset, that way I can grab, rubber band box like that. Once those are built, we're going to focus on building our nutrients pustules. Hopefully it'll be enough. Hopefully we've got a hold on them here. I think we might. At least until things get built. I don't want to put down the nutrients pustules or give them anything else to build up here or in between these 2 points until these are all built. That command alone. We're going to grab these. We need to make a mad dash into their base. Okay. We got it about as good as we're going to get. We're just going to saturate this whole area with the nutrients. Send our builders there. This is not good. We're at a standstill here. So let's grab these guys. Let's send them there. We're going to grab these guys. Send them there. Grab this force. Every one of them, we're going to send them this way. So you really have to build multiple little bases when you do this. Go right there. Take out that turret. There. That's what I want to see. I want to see the health points taken away. Get over there and let them know we're here. Okay, good. Those guys are about to push. Looks like for whatever reason, all they've got over here really is just the scientist. You got one Marine. Marine is down. Looks like they have no artillery or no defense other than the walls and then their civilian population. But we're going to shoot right through that one in no time. What do we got going on over here? Alright, over here we're making a dent, but it's not what we need it to be. We're going to pull those guys back. Go right there. Sometimes you can't tell them to go like way over here because they're just going to go single file. So since they're getting hit here, I'm going to tell them to go there. That way they might start massing up. It doesn't look like it. We're going to move them up just a little bit. Hopefully they'll fan out a little bit. Alright, good. That section there, the enemy base is almost down. Get over here. We need reinforcements. We got to push. They're down there. Run these guys back around. It's going to take them a minute to get here. So that's fine. They can take their time. We're going to keep them going that way. This is our builders. Now we're going to take all these guys, entire mass, and we're going to send them this way. Start massing up a little bit. I want to get as many of these guys up here as we can, and then we're going to make the push. Alright, let's push. There's one turret down, 2 turrets down, there we go. Push for that corner. Chewing right through these scientists, or these civilians. Chewing through the wall. Turrets down. And walls down. Turrets down. This base is ours. Still struggling up here a little bit. That's fine once we completely wipe out this little base here. We're going to pull those guys out. That side's clear. This side is clear. We're going to move those guys up there and let them start staging. We're going to grab these guys. They're doing a good job keeping them busy. Keeping them occupied. I think I'm going to pull those guys back just for a minute. We're going to select all. Oh, not what I wanted. Alright, fine. We'll take everybody. Go right there. Want everybody up there. Builders, do your thing. Alright, we're pretty close to full. So now we're just going to Zerg wave them. They're going to come in single file. I saw some hits. We can push along this wall. Those guns fire a little bit too fast. The reason I did that is because we need builders and we need them bad. We got to get our population cap up. That's not even 400 isn't helping us any. Got the flame turret down, got the wall down. Start pushing this way, see if we can push in. Yeah, the way we're coming out of this bottleneck here, that's what's really hurting us here. Try something different here. Tell our spitters to stop right about there. I'm going to tell our swarmers to try and get a little bit deeper. Hopefully the swarmers will be able to punch in a little bit, draw some fire. That way our spitters can set up and get a couple shots off. But every little bit counts in this. That turret's been hit once. That one's not been hit. That one's been hit a couple of times. There we go, we're starting to make a breakthrough. Yep, that's it, match is over. We made that break in on them. Once we started getting worked around the corner there, we were able to surround that turret. They can't rotate fast enough. So it definitely took a little bit longer than what I wanted it to. Lost almost 13,000 bugs. But we also have another planet we can go to. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. This is Buggos 2. Overall, I think it's a really good game. It's a really good build off of Buggos 1. So far, I enjoy it. Definitely something I'm going to keep playing more of. Probably be good for a little short video to toss up. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.